Yo, what up? Alright, love. Alright, man, look, we got quick grocery trip. Man, we need to go get, man, the homie hasn't been able to eat anything, any kind of solid food or whatever. And it's kind of late and I want something to eat, so I'm like, man, let me go get a couple groceries or whatever, you know. I was like, let me go get a couple groceries or whatever, right? And of course he's saying he don't want nothing. All he can eat is soup, right, is what he says. Of course he don't want nothing. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what about some? So look, I got him talked into chocolate pudding. Right, so we're gonna get him some chocolate pudding, man. We'll get some pudding. Grab me a couple things to eat, just whatever, just like some. I don't even know what kind of pots and pans he got. I know he got some stuff I could cook, right? Man, get out of here. Be gone, be whatever that was. But anyway, yeah, just was kicking it with him, man. My cousin Root came over there, right? So we was kicking it for a few minutes, right? Talking story, you know what I'm saying? Right? Catching up, man. But anyway, yeah, the homie's not feeling good, man. Dude, man, it's so heart-wrenching, man. Seeing your people go through stuff, you know what I mean, like that, like, and there's just knowing there's nothing you can do, right, man. Well, all I can do is just be there with him, you know, just kick it beside him, man, right? It's my brother, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get him some chocolate pudding though, right? We're gonna get him some chocolate pudding for sure, man. We're gonna start there. Hold up, we can cut this off. Maybe not off, but let's cut the AC off, right? I'm telling you, I hear another little shake back here, man. I don't know what it is, but I want to get it now. I'm like, want to get it checked out, you know? It is like, I don't know, it sounds like it's like a loose shock, like the low, I don't know. I know you're probably thinking like, what, a loose shock? You better get that checked out. We ain't worried about no stinky shock. Listen, we know we're good. The mechanic just drove the car, so it's nothing that's like detrimental. But he was like, hey, you want me to check this out? I'm like, no, man. Well, I don't want nothing else. Don't mess with nothing else on the car. If it's going to cost me any money, don't look at it. Right? But I was like, yeah, so, you know, just make sure I'm not in danger. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just make sure I'm not in danger, bro. Right? But anyway, we're running back to Eupora right now. Where I'm going. But yeah, tomorrow I already done hit up one of my cousins, but probably just start hitting them up tonight, right? Why wait? Do it now. Like I said, I already hit up. When I pulled up, soon as I got off the internet with you guys, boom, I was like, I sent a couple messages right there, but it's Messenger, so I'm like, hey. But anyway, yeah. Man, where's the house that the homie had over here? I gotta look at that when I go back. My cuz, man. Like when I came here years ago, he had a house right over here on this side, and man, I miss it every time. Like it must be the trees growing up and I just can't see it or something, you know? Because it ain't poking out plain as day how it was before, where you could see it. But it was like back in some trees. It was cool. I'm talking about back in like 2010 when I came here. well, 2010 and 14, when I came here when my grandmother passed away. Well, first, my grandfather, my dad's dad, when he passed away 2010, me and my dad both went and stayed over there in his camper. He let us stay there. Shout out cuz, man. Love I'm telling you, me and my cuz always been solid, man. Root, look, this is the one I love. Me and him, we done blazed. He done came up there to Seattle, and we done blazed to Mexico. Man, like, hey, the dude I told, the story I told you guys about getting robbed by the Mexican authorities, right? That story I told you about, where I was like, I told you who I said me and Vinny. I'll tell that's who was with me or whatever. But anyway, the same cat Vinny, he went with me and Root down to Mexico. Yeah, he went with us down to Mexico, Vinny, on another trip. Man, love, I don't know, Vinny, if you ever run across us, man, shout out Vinny, bro. Hope you're doing all right. Look, and then right here, this is where my dad's dad, that's where he lived. That story I told y'all about, love, when him passing away in the house or whatever. And this evil lady robbed him, right? When this evil lady, super evil, right? So right, I see her though, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this super evil lady, that story, robbed his dead body. Yeah, imagine somebody that'll do that, bro. Love, but not only that, they said they was your friend. They looked after you, right? But then when you pass away, they robbed you. Robbed your family, right? Anyway, that happened at where that house was right there. That's where, when I was telling you where I was like looking for the driveway, I said they just bulldozed the house down. Yeah, that's right there. Same property or whatever. But look, the grocery store closes at 9 o'clock here, guys. I know y'all are like, what? Well, if you're in the country, then you know what's up. But dude, look, that's how it is. That's how it is, man. Look, everything ain't open 24 hours. There might be a gas station here. I don't even know if there's a gas station anywhere. There's got to be one in the area somewhere. Oh. Get out the road, dog. Get out the road. Get out the road, dog. Anyway, yeah, it was another car coming at us, and a dog was in it. Look, that's how I first seen it. I see headlights, and then there's a shadow of a dog in the light, in the headlight, coming at me. I was like, oh man, move. He did though. He did, guys. He did. But yeah, everything closes earlier. But I think there's probably a gas station somewhere kinda close. I think maybe that one in Matheson, like right at the four-way stop. I think maybe that one stays open 24 hours. I don't know. At least till like 1 or 2 in the morning. I don't know. I could be wrong. It could close at 10 p.m. I don't know. I don't think so. I know it was open back in the day when we used to hang out there. Hey, that's right. Look, used to hang out at a gas station. Right? Look, that's how it was back in the day. Look, they had one right across the street. Look, what? That person had their inside light on and they was wearing a jester hat. that was crazy. They was in the mirror like they had a big jester hat on. Now I'm telling you the craziest things. Like you just hear when you on a live stream, like you get reaction right there, you know. But anyway, what was we saying? Oh yeah, everything closes early around here, man. Right? But yeah, I was like looking. Oh, I seen a lightning bug again. Dude, I seen a lightning bug. Hey, you guys, they still exist. Dude, try to go out somewhere in the country where you can see them. Man, I remember when I was a kid. Man, I remember I would be looking in my grandmom and granddad's yard. Man, there would be like, man, it would just be lit up all through the summer night. You know, just man, the coolest thing. You know, just all through the summer night, man. Just lit up everywhere. You know, I don't know. I miss those nights, right? Miss those nights, man. You know, those hot summer nights, man, where you're running in the yard with your cousins, you know. We had to engage the turbo, get up to speed. Wow. All right. But anyway, we're not that far. We're only like a few more miles. A few more miles till we hit the grocery store. Yeah. And look, I'm just gonna leave the stream going because I'm not gonna be long. Oh, yeah, wait, is that hooked up? Yeah. I'm not gonna be long, man. But man, I hope everybody had a good day. We had a productive day. Man, we made a few divine appointments today. You could call one of them for sure was a divine appointment, right? I didn't realize how divine it was, man. I didn't realize how important I was. Look, man, any later, man. And look, so Friday, he's out, right? So we had a few more days that we could have squeezed in to see him, right? But man, we're right there by him. Like we're, you know what I mean? We're a couple hours away right now, whatever that is, a couple hours away, yeah. But all right, here we go. I think we turn up here. Look, but all the weather is just crappy here, man. Just totally crappy. All right, let me cut this off for a second so I can pay attention here. We got a diesel truck staring us down, so let's we gave plenty of signal. He switched lanes. I know he appreciates that. You're welcome, sir. Safe travels, sir. But anyway, so yeah, we're right up here. Of course it's raining crappy when it's time for me to jump out of the thing and run in the grocery store. Hopefully it's not too packed though. Look, we're gonna get front row parking no matter what, right? Let's not talk about that. It's in the country and there probably ain't nobody there anyway, but we know I'm anointed when it comes to the parking for sure. I get front row parking. Listen, baby girl, you ain't got to worry a bit about them cankles, okay? Look, because I'm going to have us front row parking. You ain't going to have to walk far to go shopping. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me, man. Don't listen to me. What we got here? We ain't too much further away. What is this? Maybe a couple more miles. Not far, man. Not far. Right? Oh, look, we got people here. Yo, what up? What up? Hey, give me a second. I'm about to be there. I'll say what up. I want to see who it is. But listen, blessings, man. Blessings on you and yours, man. Right? Love and blessings on you and yours, man. all day, every day. Where are we at, right? Look, because like it's like a new 82 is all 4-lane now, so it's like different roads to, I don't know, it just is, I'm still not used to Eupora yet, right? I hadn't been in and out, I hadn't been running around Eupora. Because look, this is the old Highway 82 right here. This is the old Highway 82. Okay, so it was 82, but then it just curved off. Because look, this is it's just like they made a new 4-lane highway, right? So basically, I guess that part after that is like where you just keep, yeah, I guess this is just where the road curved this way, right? But look, we right here. So look, here in the country, we're at 394 a gallon, right? But yeah, here we go. Piggly Wiggly. That's where we going, guys. Oh yeah, you know we got front row parking too. Front row parking. Oh man, doggone. You gotta have a 4x4 just to go in the parking lot here, dude. What? That's crazy. Well, I told you we got the first parking spot, dude. First parking spot. The first spot, man. Here, let me see what's up. Hold up. Man, I can't talk. It's going, man. Let's see. I don't want to get too much hot breath in here. I had the AC off. Hey, what up? What up, Mert? What's happening? Right? Hey, Mert. Listen. Look. This is, look. So, I had sent you that on TikTok. Look, because, you know, I'm telling you, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was tripping out, man. I was like, so I don't know if you watched the whole video, the story, but look, I found out I got a sister, right? I met the lady. She cooks at a gas station. And me and my dad went down there and ordered food, right? And he introduced me to her. And then later on, after I left that part of Mississippi, and was like, I found out not too long ago, I'm like, that this lady knows, like, her granddaughter is good friends with my sister. But look, when I met her, and then all this came together, I'm like, dude, Mert's gonna trip, dude. I'm like, no, she ain't gonna be surprised at all. She ain't gonna be surprised at all. Hey, look, Needles, California, dude. I paid $7.17 a gallon on the way over here. No joke. I was like, what? All right, but yeah. Look, let me run in here. This place is it closes in A, right, Mert? But look, so when I went to TikTok, I was like, dude, how do I put all this in a text? How do I put all this in a message to tell her? She's going to be like, what is he talking about? I was like, dude, this is the easiest thing I could do. But look, I hate when people send me a link, right? Because I tried to send the video, but of course it won't do that, right? From Facebook or whatever. But anyway, thank you for going to check it out. But yeah, it's crazy, man, crazy. But it's all playing out, Mert. But look, I'll be back. I'm just gonna leave the stream going, guys. So look, you can hang out, right? I won't be long, dude. I'll be like 10 minutes. I'll be like 10 minutes or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream going. Let's see. Oh wait, what do I need? I need a wallet. Oh. All right, yeah. Let's see. I'll be back. Just want to grab a couple things. I gotta eat something right now. What do I eat right now? What do they got here? Oh no, I got a nicotine. All right, man, what do we get? We got, look, y'all want to see what I got? I know y'all probably want to see what I got, huh? Look, hey, I told y'all last time I was with the homie, look, we wake up in the middle of the night, we eating cereal, watching movies, all kind of stuff, man. Yeah. Look, what do we get here? Look, we got, look, that's that Southern boy in me. I ain't never had these, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that brand flavor or whatever. And then I got these for me, the cashews, right? And I got these for me. I got 2 of these, the Lunchable to go. And then I don't know, I was just grabbing stuff. The homie said like he can't swallow ever since that surgery, dude. I think like maybe they might I don't know, but he's got mad sore throat. You know, like maybe they scratched his throat with that breathing tube or something. So anyway, I got him some oatmeal, and he wanted this. I got him some snack pudding. Well, and then I got a bag of Dino Bites, a gallon of milk, and a tub. Look, and he said his throat was hurting, guys. So look, we got him chocolate ice cream too. It ain't, look, it's only for him. It's not for me, man. It's not for me, guys. I don't eat chocolate ice cream. Right? It wasn't for me, man. But look. But yeah, man, but yeah, that's it. That's what we got. And look, that's just for like right quick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, cause look, I didn't want to go to Traceway and get a Traceway burger, you know? I just had that hamburger the other night. When was that? What night was that? Sunday night? Saturday night. So today's Monday night. So I just had that hamburger. I'm talking about like it ain't the burger, it's the bun and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't the burger. I love hamburgers, right? But it's like, you know, it's the bun and all that other stuff that comes with it, right? That you end up eating. But my cuz just told me he's about to hook up some deer burgers, man. Ooh, you want to talk about good? Ooh, you want to talk about good protein? Ooh. Look, when I was here last time, not last time. No, it's a couple months ago, but look. Not only last time just because it was like so much stuff going on with his dad. He wasn't cooking, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't worried about cooking. But man, before that, when I had came and stayed with him through the new year or whatever, right? When I had came and stayed with him through the new year, man, look, he had this little mixture. It's like deer burger and ground beef. Oh man, so good, right? But yeah, look, so now we rolling back, man. We just had to we wanted to get a couple things, right? Look, I'm gonna play some music. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. I don't know, man. It's the homie he's not feeling good, you know, like But look, he was in there. Look, he was in there laughing just now. You know what I mean? He was in there laughing, so that's good, man. That's good, you know. He was in there laughing, man. That's good. That's good. With me and my cuz popped up over there. He left the house right when I'm getting on stream with you guys or whatever, right? But yeah, he had just left there. But yeah, we was kicking it. I don't know, a good like probably hour, 45 minutes, an hour for sure. My cousin was over there. He got over there right after I got over there. Right, Root did. Root was he's at the house we first went to before we got there. Look, I'm just trying to, I know a lot of you know this already. I know some of you know this already. But look, there's, you know, this sort of, like, you got to keep repeating yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep repeating yourself because, like, I don't know, just because people won't know, you know what I'm saying? So you got to just, like, give them a, like, I don't know, I'm trying to give you a little clue of what's going on. But listen, you can go back to the Facebook. YouTube videos. Go back to YouTube at the Woodchuck 1, right? And you can go to the live videos and you can go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning. Hold on, let me turn this off for a sec. You can watch it from the beginning. Yeah, watch it from the beginning, man. You can see what's going on. Pretty amazing if you ask me, man. But look, judge for yourself. Go back and check it out, man. It's God is great, man. Look, all the time though, that's the thing. All the time. It ain't like just cause like we're live streaming or anything. No, man, this is God is great all the time. It just happens to be, look, and it'd be like this in your life too. If you're just not paying attention, right? You're just not paying attention. That's the only thing. That's the only difference right now. It's like I'm clued in, paying attention, like. And look, and I'm not reaching either. Believe me, I'm not reaching, right? God's making it clear, like I'm talking about crystal clear, right? So. Change this right here. We don't need this right now. Alright. But yeah, God's making it crystal clear. Trust me, I'm not reaching. But look, go back and check it out for yourself, man. Go back and peep it out. If you're interested, you know, whatever. If you're not interested, but hey, man, look, you want to know, look. Questions about God, huh? Like, man, look, me too. I had them too, man. I had them too. Even though I've always been I've been a believer, or what you would call a Christian, my whole life. But look, recently, not like really, recently, like I don't want to say I know Him, but like now I'm a knower of Christ, a follower of Christ, like more along those lines. Right, not a Christian. You know what I mean? These words, this language, you know, this stuff is you hear it so often, you know what I'm saying? It loses its luster. Because trust me, it ain't that. It ain't that, dude. Hold up, I gotta see where to turn. Hold up. Wait, hold up, is this on? Wait, I don't know, it was still... Hello? Alright, let's see, here we go. Yeah, I think this thing's about to cut out. Here we go, let's see here. But look, sometimes things just work out, guys. Sometimes things just work out, right? Let me see here. I don't know, it came on automatically. These are those two that I bought. Wait, hold up. That's that, and that's for that. Alright, I know that. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, so last night we went out to Mexican restaurant with my little cuz, man. That was cool. And her friend, she had her friend that went and met her out there, man. Her little friend, what was her? I can't remember her name, man. Look, she was a sweetheart too, man. Her whole family was cool. But yeah, so last night was Mexican. Hey, tonight is more like fend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, the nutrition is just, the lack of nutrition right now is crazy, man. But look, that's one thing I'm getting, and that's the main thing I'm going to be working on next in my life. I think, right, is, well, I know pretty much, because I was definitely doing better when I had a house, you know, but now that I don't have a house, that definitely, it just, you know, we talked about that before, man. It just adds like another whole element to everything that's hard to control, you know. So that's what I would really like. I hope God can bless me with, you know, here maybe after this mission, after I get back off the road, is just like really getting my nutrition in line and like getting some good quality food. You know, like, I want good quality food, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking about like fine dining. Wait, where are we at? There, no, I didn't pass it up. No. I'm not talking about fine dining. I'm just talking about, like, man, beef from the butcher. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, not this stuff that they try to pass off, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I just, like, the trust, man. My trust is wearing thin with just everything, man. Like, man, am I the only one? Like, dude, I don't know. It seems like anytime I order, not necessarily out at restaurants or whatever, but like any type of anything, I don't know. Let me stop. Let's just talk about God, man, and not my food order luck service or the lack thereof, right? Dude, where am I at here? Dude, hold up. Am I? Alright, there we are. Alright. Dude, I was like kind of feeling lost there for a second, thinking I missed that one turn back there. Anyway, whatever, I'm in my own head. Don't worry about it. We're good. It just was odd looking there for a sec, but I should have remembered all them road construction signs. That was right there at my grandfather's house. But listen, when I rode by, I've been thinking about my grandfather's house, not the road construction signs, or the lack thereof of where my grandfather's house used to be, not the road construction signs, you know. But anyway, yeah, tonight it's more like fend for yourself. So it's no big deal. You know, we got to do that stuff on mission sometimes, man. We got to do that, you know. So it ain't always, you know. Which, look, man, my whole diet has been crap, dude. Straight crap. Like, for months, man. I just try not to eat so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out there at fast food every day, but man, I'm eating fast food at least, like, man, it depends on what you call fast food, right? I mean, if we're talking about just strictly like the name brands, man, at least once a week, I can't help it, and I gotta stop somewhere and get some tacos or some Taco Bell or whatever. It's rarely like, man, I can't tell you the last time it was like a McDonald's hamburger or anything like that, you know. I'm sure, and sometime in the recent past it's been, but yeah, I try not to let it be that, you know. Not that Taco Bell is any better. Not that Taco Bell is any better. Right? Because probably worse. It's probably worse. Dude, it's probably worse. Dude, not the stuff they try to feed us, the stuff they do feed us. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys looked at that? You looked at what was that McDonald's thing I seen, dude, where it was like 382 DNAs in one burger. Right? What were they talking about? That's a lot of... Look, this is something, I don't know. They did a test. I don't know. I didn't say it. The scientists did it. The scientists did a test, right? Hold on. Let me see where I got to turn here. I think it's right here. Yeah. Yeah, the scientists did a test, right? I didn't test the burger. The scientists tested the burger. I didn't test the burger. The scientists tested the burger, right? But anyway, you see what I'm saying though? But I'm saying it's just that it's nonstop that. It's like, dude, what is going on? Like when the food started out, when they first invented it, it was already bad enough then. But now through the years, like, have you seen that thing where the lady, what was that? Where the lady put the hamburger? The lady put the cheeseburger? I don't know which name brand it was. Let's just take a guess, right? The lady took the cheeseburger. Look, we're passing by, we're rolling by our cousin's house right now that we was just at the first place we went to. So that's, oh, dang. Dude, big old puddle. Look, right there in front of their house. That's crazy. Look, you could definitely hydroplane there if you're going fast. But yeah, man, look. Oh, she took the cheeseburger. Dude, I don't even want to say how long it's been, dude. It's been something crazy, like 10 years or something. I'm like, man, listen, Don, let me not say that. I could be over-exaggerating. But look, it's been over a year. I know that. It's been in the years category, right? And this thing's sitting there under and it still looks like a cheeseburger that should be a day old. No kidding, man. No kidding. It looks like it should be a day old, man. Like, what? All right, look, here, this is the bridge right here, just to get, like the bridge I brought you guys to earlier. Yeah. The bridge I brought you to earlier, man. Yeah, that's where we're at. So we're right here at the homie's house right here. Look, that's another thing like that. I can just ride around with the light on most of the time out here late at night. Ain't nobody, you know, ain't nothing to it but to do it out here. We could do what we want out here, man. We done, for real though. All right. Let me stop right here. Let me see right here. Who's here, man? Probably nobody. It's probably still Mert saying handle yours. Yep, that's Mert saying handle yours. All right, listen. I'm about to go up in here and eat, man, some Fruity Pebbles. Hey, the chocolate ice cream's for him. What makes you think I would eat chocolate ice cream? Dude, come on. You think I would eat chocolate ice cream? At all. You think I'm a chocolate ice cream type person? Oh, man.